Abby Milliet was a highly coveted recruit arriving at Auburn in the fall of 2014. She experienced a great deal of success from the start.
I had been through the Super Six and Nationals, and so for the first 2 years, I didn't even know what it was like to not go to Nationals.
Her first 2 years were phenomenal. We make our Super Six her freshman year, and she handled it really well, and then we go and win our first regional meet ever her sophomore year, and she was a big part of that. She was just getting into the all-around, just becoming competitive on every event as far as the whole country goes, probably looking as an All-American in the all-around.
During warm-ups of the Tigers' 2017 meet at Florida, Abby suffered an injury ending her season after just 3 meets.
That was probably the worst thing I've been through. It's one thing to go through a season you didn't like, but it's another thing to go through a season you didn't like and have to sit on the sidelines knowing that you really can't. You can help, but only to a certain extent, and people only listen to a certain extent if you're not actually performing. I had decided right then and there, I'm not gonna let this go by. Yes, I got injured and now this year I can't compete, but I'm gonna take this 5th year and hopefully take it all the way.
Well, there's nothing that that Abby wouldn't do to get back. That kid is the most competitive person that I've ever met. There was no doubt that she'd get back. It was almost the other end of the spectrum where we were trying to calm her down. We needed to make sure that she wasn't overdoing it.
Abby returned to competition in 2018 with a renewed sense of vigor. She scored 15 9.9s or better and qualified for nationals on the balance beam. In her final season, Abby is determined to help Auburn return to nationals.
In past years, it's been a little bit different, and I've had to grow a lot on my perspective of things and how they work, because before it was kind of I'm just gonna do me, if I do me, then everything else is gonna be fine. And I don't like to say that I'm a leader, but I am trying more to be behind the scenes, helping everybody else.
She's the only one on this team left that made the Super Six. Can she bring some of that experience to the table? That's really what my goal was for her this year, and I think she's done a phenomenal job. I don't know if she'll actually necessarily call herself a leader, but she is a leader, and people look to her because she's been through it and she's seen the ups and the downs. The main thing is, it isn't gymnastics that I'm trying to get out of her this year, it's the leadership qualities.
Let's get these handstands. Go aggressive, don't be afraid. We want to go for landings, celebrate no matter what. It's finally fun again. I think the difference is this year is when we see somebody and they're having a tough day, someone actually will go out of their way, help them, bring them up, including myself, which before I probably wouldn't. When you don't focus on yourself, everything else in your world gets a little bit easier. Less selfishness, more willing to take one for the team.